guys! Today I'm going to be answering the question, what's it like to be in college and high school at the same time? So I'm a Running Start student, so that's kind of what that refers to, and I love it. And I really want you guys to know the pros and the cons of it because there are some of each. So the first one is that it is free. That is an obvious one, but it is the best one, I think. So they pay completely for the tuition of college, and that is 2 years that you do not need to go to school after you graduate. And I think that is beyond it's great. I love it. Another one could be the hours that they are given. So high school is about 7 to 8 hours of your day, and you're very limited to that. You have to go to if you have a minimum wage job that's part-time, you have to wait until after school to do that, and then you have maybe 4 hours, and then you have to do homework, and it's just you don't have any time to hang out with friends, or you don't have any time to do this and this and this. But college, you maybe go to school for 4 hours out of your day, and that's not even every day. The hours are really, really weird, but they're great. So you can have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 hours, 7 to 10, 7 to 11. And then, Wednesdays are one class, 1 hour. And you just have all this extra time that you can be doing homework, you could be working, you could be hanging out with friends, you could literally do whatever with your time. And I think that is one of the best things that I love about college in high school, because you have a part-time job that you can attribute more hours to when you're in college, and I think that's really helpful to me, and I'm sure a lot of other Running Start students. So that's definitely pro. One thing that was kind of sad and is a con for me is you lose a lot of your friends. I don't want to say lose, but you have less of them. So I left high school as a sophomore, or after my sophomore year, and I had a birthday party with maybe 70 people at it, and those were just my friends and a couple family members. So I had a plethora of friends, and it was so fun. But then when I switched to Running Start, you don't go to high school anymore. You don't go back to the high school, and you don't get to see those friends anymore. So you don't get to hang out at not recess, but lunch and core flex. You don't get to hang out with those friends because you're so involved at the college, and then you're gonna work, and you just don't really want to go back to high school because you're kind of an adult now. So I don't know. It's just you don't keep a lot of your friends because they get busy with sports in high school and their friends, and so I lost a bunch of my friends. I mean, if I go back and see them, they're still my friends. They're not my enemies, but you just don't get to see them very much, and that's the bummer, I think, to me. That's the biggest one. Another thing is that the teachers are more understanding, or the professors are more understanding at college. In high school, teachers you have to be there every day. If you miss one day, you miss a lot. You cannot leave your seat. You cannot leave the room. You're very limited. But, and then same with grades. You don't get that many opportunities to make it up, assignment that you missed or something, or you don't get many extra credit opportunities. But at college, the professors are there to help you and help you succeed. If you don't want to come to class, you can just not come. And that's one of the best parts about college, is because the teachers and professors, they don't get mad for you not coming to class. And I think that's really important, because in high school, oh my goodness, my aunt just had a heart attack. I can't make it to class. The teacher's okay, whatever, but you still need to stay because, high school. But in college, don't come to class. Nobody will notice. You don't need to be there. You can just get it from somebody else. It's great. They are very understanding. And you can get up, go to the bathroom whenever you want. You never have to raise your hand, for a long time, and then I'll get your question in a minute. Hey, can I go to the bathroom? One time in like the first quarter of high school or college, somebody in my class asked that, and like everybody in the class was like, like, it was kind of embarrassing, but yeah, he like asked to go to the bathroom, and the teacher was like, I don't know, can you? And so yeah, you don't need to raise your hand. You can just do whatever you want. So that's the freedom of college. And there's many freedoms as well as like, if you want to skip. So the freedom part of it is really, really nice compared to high school when you can't leave campus, you can't like bring food into your class, you can't do all this stuff. It's like college, it's so freeing. And bring coffee, there's coffee in the school, do whatever you want. It's really great. But downside to college is the people. Sometimes it's not necessarily like a downside, it's just something you need to get used to. So your class can range from 16-year-olds to 60-year-olds, and the attitudes and the characters and the like personalities of all of them, it gets pretty weird. There's some weirdos in college. Creepy guys, old people that like don't understand anything, and yeah, there's just a really big range of people that you need to like get used to really fast, because that's like the real world. You need to adjust to different people that you need to become friends with, and different people you need to sit by all the time, and you just need to get used to that. And it's good to learn. You learn to work with all kinds of people, and it's kind of a pro and a con. But yeah, definitely some weirdos in college. So college is really flexible with classes, in contrast to high school, because in high school you have to take 4 years of English, 4 years of history or whatever, I can't even remember, but like you have to take all these like assigned classes that are like crucial to you graduating. But in college you can take all those in like a couple weeks, get them done, and then go whatever route you want with your classes. If you want to go into medical, okay, let's sign up for human anatomy, let's sign up for biology, and let's sign up for public speaking. Like, that's not what's offered at high school, and that's really nice to get to know kind of what the direction you're heading. My experience is like, I wanted to go into medical stuff. I went through human and AP, and it was hard, and I'm like, this is not what I want to do for a long time. I don't want to study science all the time. I don't want to be... So my direction like changed. I just based on the class that I took for a couple weeks, I'm like, yeah, this is not fun for me. And I think that's really important to know before you go and spend a bunch on a college after high school, and plan out your whole year, and then you're already like invested in your degree and you don't like it halfway through. And then that's where people get caught up with the problem of changing their degree and changing their plans. And it's like, that's a lot of work and a lot of waste, in my opinion. So I think college offers that, or Running Start College offers that flexibility to figure out what you want to do. Because I'm really glad that I switched my plan, because that's definitely not what I want to do. And so all my classes now are going to be based on business stuff, because that's kind of where I'm going. So now I can just switch, no problem. I went through those classes, but now they're done. They were free, so it doesn't matter. The atmosphere of college is a lot different than it is in high school. High school offers a lot of like fun, and it is something you look back on and remember your high school years. But going into Running Start, you miss that, and I think that's one of the cons to being in Running Start, is you don't get the high school experience as much, and it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, like there's no assemblies, there's no pep rallies, there's no getting dressed up for football games, there's none of that kind of stuff, and it's pretty sad to not be so involved in your school. But at the same time, it gives you a lot more time to focus on your job and everything else that you're doing. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but that's another con of Running Start, as well as the expenses that Running Start is. So textbooks are a really big problem for Running Start students or college students in general. You have to buy a textbook for every class, mainly every class, every quarter, every year. So those can cost from like $30 to like $300. So that's a big expense that if your parents aren't helping you with, like that's a lot of money that you're going to be investing into Running Start. But I would encourage you, if you do Running Start, to really take time to maybe start a couple weeks into the class and make sure that you don't really need the textbook or you need it. Like a lot of the textbooks I've gotten, I haven't opened once and it was a big waste of money. So make sure that you're gonna really use it like all the time. And I would encourage you to rent instead of buy brand new because they're so expensive. Rent on Amazon, buy from students who are done with the class, rent used, buy used, just go as cheap as possible because it's not worth it to invest in a big book that you're going to open for one quarter and that's it. So, and then sell them when you're done. Sell them because you can get your money back with that. So those are kind of the cons of it. Also, now that I think of it, back when I was talking about the freedom of college and how you can go to the bathroom and you can skip class and you can do all this stuff, I don't encourage you to do that because it's skipping class is just kind of what it is in high school. You're gonna miss a lot of stuff. They go by fast. Like I said, it's every quarter you're switching classes. The classes go by fast and information is processed every day. If you miss a day of class, you're going to be catching up quite a bit. There's a lot of work that goes into the class, not so much in homework, but class time is definitely important. I don't encourage you to skip, but if you need to, it's more freeing than high school. But yeah, I don't encourage you to skip class. You definitely need to invest your time in college because it's a big commitment. Other than that mainly covers all the cons. One pro I would like to mention is the fact that grade slips and attendance and just every aspect that your parents receive from high school is not like it is in college. In high school, your parents are giving your grades, your parents are giving when you skip class, you get a call home. That does not happen in high school, or college, excuse me. It is very confidential. You're an adult now. Your parents aren't aware of anything that you're doing. Your classes, your schedule, nothing. They don't know anything. Yeah. So that's pretty big freedom as well. Your parents not railing you all the time in grades, and it's very nice to have that kind of break. So yeah, that basically covers all the stuff that I've received from Running Start. I'm a senior now, and I'm so glad that I did it. I mean, there was some cons, but you need to learn along the way, and it was definitely beneficial to me, and I hope it is to you if you choose to do this. If you do, let me know. I would love to see how my video helped you and influenced you in that decision-making process, because it's a big one. Yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. That would be great, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.